to ensure that we leave no stone unturned. Because we want to really ensure that the LO wins grant this year. We have identified notable, renowned, and professionals who are in this field. They have good track records of winning grants. And because of our vision and mission to ensure that we win this, we want to support our own grant team without external consultants who will not want to do this pro bono, because they know that if it happens, we will be getting money from it. And of course, the practice is that we charge a percentage which we will negotiate with them. So we need this to be in the know, like the DA to be aware, so that when the time comes to sign contracts, it will not be a thing that will look new entirely. I think that answers that question. So, thank you. So the answer to the first question, attend to it. Thank you. You want me?
Thank you very much, sir. As regards the question, the LO is not happy with that, but when we are applying for grants, we don't want to promise too much and we don't want to underpromise. That's why we say between $5,000 to $10,000. So we can get more than that, hopefully, and if otherwise, we will maintain it like that. Thank you very much.
I recognize our immediate purposes.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, fellow board members, national officers, distinguished guests, fellow GCs. Please go to the slide before this one. Okay, yes, so I see that for the year 2025, it is proposed that the directorate will be to sell 100 units of souvenirs. So looking at the current number of financial members of the local organization, it's about a little above 2/3 of this already. So are we saying that we cannot have each member of the local organization purchase at least 2 merchandise for the year? I think the non-unit 100 is pretty too low. And then I'm also saying that we have branded t-shirts and caps. I recall that the directorate last year has sold new t-shirts and caps. And then I, as a person, I'm not looking to change mine right now, as it's still very much my size. So I think we should also look out to get new souvenirs. I know there were stickers last year, but then the director should think of new things, and then should also project that at least every member of the local organization before the year ends is able to buy 2 merchandise from the directorate. That's my recommendation.
Thank you very much, distinguished people, for that. Thank you for that recommendation. I want to ask you, do you have any reaction to that? No, right? All right. This kind of action is thereby adopted as presented. Moving on now, I'd like to call on the Director of Partnerships to present this kind of action for the year. You have 3 minutes, please. We have the timer here.
Mr. President, Unit President, 2025 Board of Directors, National Officers of the List, Senators, and other board members and investors. So my name is Ola Olayikan, and I'm here to present the 2025 for Directorate of Partnership. So, team members. All right, I'm moving on to. So let me just see the point to secure strategic partnership, to engage corporate organizations, collaborate with NGOs, to leverage market mission opportunities, to facilitate stakeholders' engagements, and to promote interorganizational collaborations. So we have the key responsibility because of our time, so I will go to the next slide. So I'm moving to the action plan. Okay, so we plan to pay positive and partner with our Nigerian journalists, and also to back up industry, to regional managers of Ecobank, to big form empowerment, to real estate analytics, to honorable Agency for Youth and Development. We have about 35 of these, so I'm just the names also over time. So we have academic laboratory related to the states, Oyo State Police, PRO, Oyo State Ministry of Environment, so number 15, to NMA, to NBA, Commissioner Service, to Nigerian Custom Service, moving to the last, okay, so this is the last one. So the last HMO, to the Health Insurance Scheme, to Midway Assurance Company Limited. Okay, so these are the elected these companies their logo so that they can give it to somebody wants to ask me why we have all this partnership. So the reason for this is we want to benefit from them, exactly from the corporate organizations like EcoBank, for us to secure funding and sponsorship for some of our events, and also taking for Bank of Industry to access to grants and loans. So then from government agencies, so like FRS, to advertise this evangelist to them or to have some of their staff to join us and the like. So when we look to the budget, we have expenditures and we have revenue opportunities. So we have the expenditure and the revenue opportunities. So and the monitoring and evaluation. So these are the ways to monitor and to evaluate some of these action plans. Okay, so conclusion. So I this allow hereby move the motion for the presentation and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
Mr. Conduct to the motion, please. The seconder to that motion is Glory. Thank you very much. This side is Ambassador Glory. Alright, so we have 2 minutes to look at this. If you have any comments, please, you can signify so that the floor can be given to you. This prayer has gone through to the board. I don't want board members to have to. I would like that other fellow members share their thoughts so that I can adopt it as looking, considering their thoughts about it. Anyone, please? My executive president is a board member. I will not be giving it up to this. Okay, seeing no comments, observation, or objection, this PPE is hereby adopted as presented. Moving on now, I'd like to invite the Director of Alumni and Diaspora Relations to present our plan of action for the Director staff, JC Deborah Olawale. Please let's welcome her to the front. Please have 3 minutes.
Mr. President, Single Past President, GCI Government Board members, national officers and admins, Past President, GCI Government, Personality of the Month, Federal JC's Best Friend. I, Olawale Deborah, I'm here to present the plan of action for the 2025 Directorate of Alumni and Diaspora Relations. Here are my team members. JC Odwani, African as the supervising ESCO, JCI Senator Goodness Miracle as the advisor, JC Modipe Akomo as the advisor, JC Adebisi Manfred, the director of project, JC Anolu Olurege, director of international affairs, and JC Oluwaseyi Ojobi, diaspora member. I have 4 objectives. Firstly, to encourage cooperation between members, alumni and diaspora members in order to foster continued relationship and boost involvement in local organization. Secondly, to sustain and build relationships that can be leveraged through our distinguished senior members and diaspora members. Thirdly, to foster and promote collaboration among JCI elite members, alumni, and diaspora members. Lastly, to create inclusive-oriented activities and avenue for members' retention. And yet, the plan of actions is to maintain and update a trackable database for alumni and diaspora members, communicate JCI international conferences, elite activities for members in diaspora, virtual alumni and diaspora connect, general assembly alumni spotlights quarterly, inclusive engagement of diaspora members in JCI Nigeria and JCI Ibadan elite activities. And here's the budget for expenditure for gift items for alumni, courtesy visits, and then publicity materials. Then here's the income and donations from member. I, Kolawole Deborah, hereby move for the subsequent and discussion of the adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
The second that is the motion made, please. JCIN Ambassador Paul Alashi. The PA is therefore open for questions. Does anyone have any questions related to the presented plan of action? Please, we want to do this within the next 2 minutes. Saying no comments and observations, the plan of action is adopted as presented. Please, let's clap for her, please. Distinguished fellow JCs, guests, and friends, while we are having the POA being presented, we had in our midst some personalities who just joined us, and they are very special, and we have to recognize them. Please join me as I recognize the presence of the President of JCI Oluyole for 2025, JCI Ambassador Busola Joseph. Also in our midst this afternoon, we have a very distinguished leader who just joined us a few moments ago. Please join me as I recognize our old 2019 President, JCI Senator Oluwasomi Emmanuel Abiodun. Thank you for coming, sir. Also, we have in our midst a very dear and loyal member, just like our Tiffany Patibero, who also is the CEO of Ibadan Entrepreneurs Network. She has been a very good support to the local organization. Please, fellow JCs and friends, welcome with me JCIN Ambassador Oyewike Adeleke. Distinguished JCI by elite members, the chair seeks a motion, and I want to state the reason. Our national vice president likes to take his leave and other assignments germane to his office today, also in Ibadan, that we are aware of. And for that reason, to allow that, we want to allow him to speak before we allow him go. So the chair seeks a motion to suspend the other items in the agenda and allow us move to item 5.0, which is any other business, so that we can give the floor to our national vice president, Southwest District 2, to have the floor to address in 2 minutes. the motion would be to suspend the premier other items on the table and we move straight to any other business, which is item 5 in our agenda. Who is taking the motion, please? Perhaps I would like to call on anyone that the chair feels like calling. I want to call from my far right. I'd like to call on our Vice President, External Affairs, to please move the motion to suspend the items that are before any other business, so that we can take any other business. Thank you.
Mr. President, immediate past President, national officers on our list, Board of Directors, JCI Ibadan Elite, past Presidents here present, Senators here present, distinguished guests, fellow JCI members. My name is Glory Oshim, JCI Nigeria Ambassador. I, JCI Ambassador Glory Oshim, hereby move a motion to lay item 4.3 on the table to pick up item 5.0. I so move.
Thank you very much, this Ambassador. For that. It's seconded to that motion, please. I want somebody from my left hand side of the floor. JC Comfort, actually, our National Vice President. Thank you. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Fellow JCI members, our international board members here present, my fellow national vice president from the far north, my lovely local election president present here, members of JCI Ibadan Elite, thank you all so much for this opportunity to speak for you today. First, I want to say a very big thank you to JCI Ibadan Elite for your support at the just concluded Area Council of Presidents meeting and strategic session. It was a very wonderful support we got from you and members of JCI Ibadan Elite, and I believe you deserve a wonderful JCI clap for that. Also, permit me to bring you the greetings from our national president, the person of JCI Ambassador Oluwatoyin Atoba. She had some engagement to quickly attend to the secretariat, therefore she couldn't be here. And our executive vice president, in the person of JCI Ambassador Abiko, he actually insisted that I must be here because you guys have really tried for us, and we must say a very big thank you for your support. So permit me to just quickly dive into, I've been seeing lovely plan of actions here, and I saw a whole lot, especially from the last person, I think that was partnership here. Because our theme for the year is Elevate. We begin standing for engagement, and I saw about 30-something visits. I mean, that is lovely, that is wonderful. That means we are even taking the engagement to a whole new level. So this year we are trying to engage all sectors, the government sector, the private sector, and that actually captured it all. Thank you so much, sir. That was wonderful. And I was very happy when I heard his name was Olayiwaju. I think we learned it always. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. So for us, we are going to do a lot of engagement this year. We're discussing with the president, and we believe that this year we should not allow JCI to continue as the best kept secret. Now we need to be out there. We need to engage all sectors. We need to know what JCI is. I was also moved when our personality of the month, thank you so much, was giving our own testimony about JCI. It means JCI is actually the foremost global network of young leaders. So Apart from the engagement, we are going to be leading. The L stands for the lead. So we are exporting our own product. It's high time we are out, we got out there. We shouldn't just continue training leaders and then sit back at the corner of our room complaining that the country is not moving. I mean, so what are our training for? What have we been doing with the training? So it is high time we all got involved in the running of affairs of our community, of our state, of our country. The Elevate thing is not just a thing. It is a cry. It is a cry for action. It is time that we elevate our organization. It is time for us to elevate our country. It is time to elevate our members. So please, thank you all so much for this opportunity. I don't want to take too much of our time as I have other engagements. But let me just conclude with the V, which is the value. Whatever we do, we are JCI members. We should let the value speak for us. We should let people see the JCI in us. And I mean, they just keep coming to us. I want to be part of this organization. Let our values speak for us. Let us be value driven. Let us add value to ourselves, value to our members, value to our state, and value to our country. The 8 in the Elevate, which is the 8, the number 8, it stands for our 8th flagship project for this year. Well, I was hoping to see Director of Programs and Projects, my very good friend, give his presentation, but I mean, I can't wait. But we all know I think we all know most of the 8 flagship projects. And one major one that is currently on, and I would like all members of JCI Ibadan to key into, is the mentorship program. It is the registration is on. This year we are looking at mentoring 80 members, and it's going to be very tough. But then I believe I'm seeing so many beautiful and handsome faces, so many dedicated people. I mean, when they called the team leads out, I felt, wow, okay, so Ibadan Elite is good, and I believe they will start a JCI club for that. So I want to waste much of our time. I want to say a very big thank you to you all. Thank you so much, our personality of the month, our leaders in the house. I would say a very big thank you, and you'll definitely see more of me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the assurance which came as your last statement. We really want to see more of you as well. Thank you for the extended meetings of the National President and that of our Executive Vice President. We are taking that to heart because there are people that we value so much. Thank you very much for that, MVP. As you proceed, I'd like to call on some persons to please follow you as protocol demands for this meeting. I'd like to appoint my own past president to lead the delegation of to Tosha Yohao to work with you out of this business meeting. I also like to call on JC to also join the delegation. I also like to call on JCI Ambassador Michael Sorobi. I'd like to call on JC Amu Oluwapo. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending this meeting for the month of January 2025. We appreciate it. So, moving on in our agenda, the chair seeks a motion to pick from the table the item names. I'd like to call on our Vice President, External Affairs, to please move a motion to pick from the table the Ambassador.
Mr. President, Board of Directors, JCI Ibadan Elite, Senators here present, fellow JC's guests and observers in our midst. I, Glory Ojewumi, JCI Nigeria Ambassador, hereby move a motion to pick on the table item 5.0. I so submit it as
All right. Thank you very much. I want to be sure that the motion move was correct. We laid on the table the suspended items that were under 4.3, which was POA presentations, so we could move on to any other business. So now we are picking up the items laid on the table, which was the 4.3 items in the agenda. Please, once again, can you move the motion? Thank you.
Mr. President, Board of Directors, this side of the meet, fellow JC's guests and friends, I, Glory Ojewumi, JCI Nigerian Ambassador, hereby move a motion to pick item 4.3 of the table. Thank you
very much, distinguished JCI Ambassador Glory Ojewumi. Second to that motion, please. I want people from this side. Are you on floor? JC, I think we only have one. Thank you. Moving on now, I'd like to invite the Director of Awards and Documentation to please come forward to present his plan of action for the year 2025. Director, you have 2 minutes.
Mr. President, immediate past President, this year we are going to talk about 2025, senators and artists, fellow JC's guests and friends. My name is Anthony Oyedin, and I'm the of our worship organization. We are my team members. We are the objective to ensure all repeated compliance with DCI in Nigeria 2025 things and goals. Ensure members are actively involved in the 100% efficiency program. Ensure that the award filing action steps of DCI Nigeria is well comprehended and followed to the letter with filing for award. Ensure projects are well executed in line with DCI action framework. Ensure that the records of all the steps of projects and activities are kept very handy and good standard. Ensure that awards are filed in a very timely manner. Develop a concise portfolio to hand over to the next administration. Ensure members make use of the EDO website. Okay, yes. We fight for awards in relevant categories towards the DCI Nigeria Southern Conference, National Convention, DCI and Africa and Middle East Conference. Work closely with the Secretary General to ensure all the organization activities are well and properly documented. Work closely with the project chairman at the planning, execution, and execution stage of project for adequate documentation and execution of projects in line with this action framework. Ensure the design and production of monthly newsletter that will summarize the monthly events of the local organization in conjunction with editorial board chairman and be uploaded on the DCI website. Organize training and on DCI action framework for appointed project chairman and general assembly. Celebrate and recognize members bi-monthly to encourage engagement on local organization website. Okay, here our budget so these are our revenue. So I am watching the agent hereby move for the deliberation and subsequent adoption of the plan of action for the Office of 2025 Director of Awards and Documentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Doing that with Director. Second to that motion, please. Second to that motion. DC Mojupe Akono. So the plan of action is open for discussions. Please, if you have any comments, please signify with the raise of your hand, and we can attend to this within the next 1 minute, so we can move on to the next item in the agenda. Thank you. Seeing no hands up for comments on this plan of action as presented, it is therefore adopted as presented. Fellow JCI Coordinating members, guests and friends, and distinguished senator in our midst, while the meeting was ongoing, we had join us the president for JCIN UCH for 2025, JC Maxwell Elvis. Please, with round of applause, let's welcome him. We also have in our midst a distinguished personality who joined the president of JCI Oluyole for our business meeting. That's the treasurer for 2025 for JCI Oluyole, JC Miriam Bakari. You are welcome. So moving on, we are still on item 4.3, which is for plan of actions presentation. I'd like to call on the Director of Welfare to please step forward to present our plan of action for the year 2025. Thank you. Okay, it's good. Okay, please come forward so we can have a plan of action. This work fast. You have 2 minutes, 10 seconds more.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, Indian Vice President, National Officer Analyst, Board of Directors, President Analyst, fellow JCs, guests and friends. My name is Akola Shadeo, and Council Director of Welfare. This is my plan of action. These are my team members, and then my supervising director, the executive vice president, and the objective to create a supportive and engaging environment for members, fostering their growth, and ensuring their continuing involvement in the organization through KYC initiative, to celebrate key milestones such as members' birthdays, anniversaries, and achievements, to provide immediate medical assistance for members in emergency situations during meetings, to foster positive experiences and relationship among members, to introduce health insurance schemes that will further enhance and improve the physical and mental well-being of members, and to provide healthy refreshment for members at meetings and organization events. And this is my action plan to obtain and answer the database of the LO to implement KYC initiative. I'm working with the Secretariat and Directorate of Membership and Retention in updating the database of the members of the LO and adopting the KYC for members. Establish a team to visit members at their homes and offices to aid togetherness. And then member celebration for the birthdays, anniversaries, and achievements. And the General Assembly we'll be working with the meeting manager to ensure a conducive and peaceful environment at every business meeting. And for social gatherings, we're working with the chairperson of hang out with the elites and conclave. And then to further ensure members' welfare at JCI Nigerian conferences and to ensure health and wellness of members, we'll be introducing health insurance scheme and personal accident insurance program for JCI elite members, and then we'll be creating emergency response units to attend to our members that might be involved in one emergency incident or another, should the case may be, and to set up post-it box for meetings and conferences. To achieve this, we'll be working with members of the LO that are in the medical profession to implement first aid treatment in case of an emergency. Okay, in conclusion, I, Jessie Akola Shadeo, hereby move for the deliberation and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Is seconder to the motion, please? JCI Ambassador Taiwo Adini Adeni. Thank you. So the Q&A is open for, please clear, open for questions and comments in 1 minute, please. The director mentioned that we want to have first aid box available at our business meetings and other outings that we have as an organization. Does anyone want to comment on that? Alright, seeing no comments or suggestion in respect of that kind of action, it is therefore adopted as presented. Calling on Director of Skills and Development, JC Fumi Diagola, please step forward to present our plan of action. Thank you. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President, the Vice President, National Officers, fellow board members, fellow district conference. My name is Fumilola Adiagola, 2025 Director of Schools. So these are my team members. The objective to ensure we have inclusive training and diverse training in all business meetings, to ensure that members take part in JCI programs and training, implementation of JCI signature course and training retreats for 2025, organize training and programs that address the needs of members within the local organization. Action steps to ensure that we have inclusive and diverse training in our business meeting. For business meeting training and personality of the month, we work with Mr. President to ensure that all the trainings cover 4 areas. We make sure that all the trainers and personality of the month give timely approval. And for business meeting information, we're working with the Director of Publicity to ensure that all the flyers for business meetings go out at least 7 days before the business meeting. And we work with the Secretariat to make sure that members get information about the business meeting and also feedback after each business meeting. For JCI and JCI conferences and training, we work with the Director of Local International Affairs to ensure that members take part in all trainings and conferences, to monitor and ensure that members get timely information about all JCI trainings and programs. For JCI Nigeria Academy, to present at least 5 members of the local organization for the JCI Nigeria Academy. For JCI about the leads trainings, we make sure that we work with the Secretariat to ensure that all members get timely information about all in-house training. For signature courses, we plan to have 3 signature courses this year, one in March, June, and in September. For elite training retreats, also we plan and organize elite training retreats. They should be given to us. Then action steps to organize training sessions and programs that address the needs of members within the organization. We already have the officers training school, which has been done already. That was for board members and for chairpersons. We have a new project, the Elite Literacy Series, which is an online training for professionals. We'll be bringing in professionals, it will be online and it will be like a workshop strictly for our members. It will be happening in April, August, and in October. We're talking about things in like taxation, investment, health, tech, and the rest. We have skills development series, and this is to plan and organize an in-house training for members that are graduated from the JCI Academy. Then we have the monthly ebook. This is going to be producing 1 ebook every month for members to read and develop themselves. Thank you very much. I am Lola Adiago, and our 2025 Director of Skill Development. Hereby move for the discussion and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director. The chair seeks for a seconder to that motion. Thank you very much. So the plan of action is open for comments, questions. We can do this within the next 2 minutes. If you have any comment, please signify with the raise of your hand so that the chair can give the floor to speak. Seeing no comments or questions related to this, the plan of action for Directorate of Skill Development is thereby adopted as presented. Please let's give a round of applause. Moving on now, I'd like to invite to the front here the Director of Local and International Affairs to present our plan of action. Please, you have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Ladies and questions. The senators and GSM presidents, the board of directors, fellow GCs and friends. My name is Anita Foyo, the Director for Local and International Affairs. Here are my committee members. Okay. Here are objectives. To make sure we do put policies on time, that information gets your members on time. Maintain and improve active participation of members at all levels. For the year, we intend to introduce an installment payment plan for members, which will make it easier for them to be able to pay for conferences, which combines both benefit fee, accommodation, and transportation. And ensure stress-free transportation, adequate conducive accommodation, secure sponsors in order to pay participation at conferences. This year we are looking at joining with organizations, both local and international organizations in the year. And most importantly, we want to encourage our members for the year to stay at GP hotels. This makes it more easier for them to attend trainings and every other activities, because most trainings happen at the HQ hotel. So this will reduce cost on the airline for moving them from one hotel to the other. Please next. Okay, these are lists. So far, these are the list of events that we have. For now, it will be updated as the information are coming out. We have the Southern Conference for April, the African and Middle East Conference for May, and these are the targets that we're looking at. The Northern Conference is coming up in August. We know the location we have the dates there, and we have the last one for October. Next, please. The plan of action. Collaborate with National Directorate of International Affairs for detailed information about GSI, both national and international events, which we will do so far. Timely encouragement of all members to actively participate in each of the programs takes place. Provide members with flexible payments. We send information out on this. We encourage members to please make use of it. We have a Google form that we sent out as well. We encourage members who will be interested in going for the Southern Conference to please fill out the form. I, Anoluwa Kolumudi, hereby move for the discussion and subsequent adoption of this one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director. The second one to that motion, please. DC Michael Adetunji Ashali. The plan of action is open for comments, questions, and observations within the next 2 minutes, please. Okay. I'm aware that our members have already gone through the plan of action when it was dropped on the WhatsApp group of the local organization and seeing no hand up for comments, the plan of action is hereby adopted as presented. Moving on now is Director of Growth and Retention. Please step forward to present the plan of action. Thank you. You have 3 minutes.
Mr. President, Senate Council President, President Senators and National Officers and fellow board members, fellow GCs, and friends. My name is Oluwafemi Ashuriko, and I'm here to present the plan for the Directorate of Growth and Retention. Here are the team members. The next slide shows the objective, which is to increase membership, improve member engagement, enhance member experience, and ultimately boost member retention. So that first action plan is to review and analyze the current LO membership structure, which has been done, and we now have the demographic of our membership, and a lot of decisions will be rested on that. The next item is to induct 10 members this year, and we're going to be very strategic. We won't be having monthly induction plan, it will be quarterly, and we're looking at the following professions such as doctor, lawyer, engineer. We're very deliberate about the people you are going to be inducting this year. The next action plan is intending members immersion. So because we're not going to be having induction every month, we now have enough time to immerse our intending members to involve them in projects of the local organization and also trainings for our intending members. Membership referral rewards. We aim to say thank you to people who invite our new inductees this year. And the next action plan is new members grooming program. So this is really a build on what currently exists. So we're going to be pairing new members to old members for smooth integration into the local organization. Next item is new members exposure initiative. So members who join the local organization from 2023 till date, we're going to be leading a delegation to other local organizations for exchange of ideas and for them to be more exposed even before conferences. Next is to establish JCI by the elite family structure. That is on the way. The family structure is going to be posted on the WhatsApp group today. So everybody will be grouped into 3 different families. We have JCI Senator Zulu's family, we have JCI Nigeria Ambassador Goodness's family, and JCI Senator Tobadia's family. So really look out for that on the WhatsApp group. And we have the membership ID. These are in fact, we have some ID for members who are already financial for the year. So a lot of activities of the local organization will be rested on this ID. It's available for every member of the local organization, but we implore everybody to be financial because the ID card will be produced for members who are financial. Elite fireside chat. So this is going to happen quarterly. We're going to be taking members to INET impact individuals in the society. We're going to have a routine checkup on our members. Thank you. Sorry, Mr. President, allow me to say the last item. Thank you. Hi, JC Kumulari Shemko. I hereby move for the deliberation and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director, for the plan of action presented. It's seconded to that motion, please. DC Baba Kede Oyodiro. The plan of action is open for questions. We allow 2 minutes for this. Should you have any questions, comments, please signify by the raise of your hand so that the chair can give the floor to you. All right, seeing no comments or questions in relation to the presented plan of action. The plan of action is therefore adopted as presented. Please let's give her a decent clap as we proceed. Before I call on the next director to present his plan of action, we have a very distinguished personality in our midst, and we have to recognize his presence. Fellow JCs, guests, and friends, please welcome with me the 2021 President of JCI Ibadan, JCI Ambassador Adelabu Lati. Before I call on the next director again, I'd like to please to appreciate our personality of the month, I'd like to call on our dear president for the year 2019, this year Senator Sonia Abiodun, to please step forward to do this for us. I also like to invite to this front side of the hall our alumna, JCIN Ambassador Adenike Oyedeke, to join our dear Senator Somi to present the gift that we have in appreciation of presence of our family of members. If you will please come forward with the box that we have for our assembly of the world.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the opportunity to do this. Mr. President, members of JCI Badiolit, GC Funuayo Fatuberu, on behalf of the board and membership of JCI Badiolit, want to say a huge thank you to you for taking time out to share with us today, to fellowship with us as members of this local organization. I recall when you joined this local organization, it was my humble privilege to be the one to induct you, and it's been an amazing journey since then. Today you have come again with your wealth of knowledge to share with us, and we do not take it for granted at all. I would like someone who contributed to your joining the organization to say a word as well. So please, please celebrate with me, JC and everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I stand on OX 1624. I know this year. All right, so just like was and I were inducted on the same day by our organizer here. And I actually came here to listen to her speak because she has a wealth of experience. She's been able to achieve so much, so many things in the city of Ibadan, and she's someone that you want to get close to learn the basics of how to run a business and to get into it. I promised myself I'll go back online to watch our session, and I want to appreciate you for coming back to give back to the local organization. And we believe that next time we call you, you will answer us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So on behalf of the President, we'd like to present this as a memento to you. It's simply a token of our appreciation to you for the time that you have shared with us today.
Thank you very much, distinguished Senator Sonia Abiodun and JCIN Ambassador DGP Religious for that beautiful presentation. Moving on now, I'd like to call on the Director of Publicity, the person to please come forward to present your plan of action for the event. Please, you have 3 minutes to do this. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, immediate past presidents, distinguished national officers and analysts, fellow board members, JCI Elite, and fellow guests and friends. My name is JC Aditya Ashaolu, Director of Publicity 2025 JCI Elite, and here is my plan of action. These are my team members, and our objectives for the year include overall responsibility of JCI Elite Media and Communications, effective communication between JCI Elite members and members of other LOs and the society at large through interactive media, to create and efficiently operate a TikTok account for the local organization, provision of report of all activities of the LO on the LO's WhatsApp group and on all social media platforms, publicize GCI and GCI activities to members and also showcase it to the public, work with the editorial board to have our newsletter updated on the website, give publicity to businesses owned by members by showcasing them through our social media, partnership with local radio and TV stations in Ibadan to project our programs, projects, and activities. Ensure the LO is aware and involved in major events in the state that relate to our objectives and goals. And here are some of our action steps. So, talk about the effective management of our website and social media handles. So, we'll have posts from all social media platforms also synced with posts on websites. This will be a monthly activity. Then we are also liaising with major social media influencers in Ibadan to increase our reach and engagement. So, we are lucky to have the media in person of JC Ola as part of our team. And then we're also going to be working with Passport TV and other influencers, relevant influencers for our aim. They definitely are going to be creating video reels and also take advantage of relevant social media challenges. So we have reels from our general assemblies, our projects, and our hangouts and conferences. Then we are also going to be facilitating radio interviews about our activities and general publicity about the role and importance of JCI, the organization of conferences, press conferences for our key programs and events, live streaming of our LO events, our physical events, then free business promotion for interested members on our social media handles. Alright, so these are the items we are planning to get on our budgets. I will bring in JC Adetunji Ashaolu, the 2025 Director of Publicity, hereby lead for the discussion and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Director. A seconder to the motion, please. A seconder to the motion, please. JC Victor Kaluka. The plan of action is open for questions and comments. Please, if you have any, kindly signify by raising your hand so that the chair can use the floor to you within the next 2 minutes. Alright, seeing no comments or observations, the plan of action for the Directorate of Publicity is therefore adopted as presented. Please, let's appreciate him with a round of applause. Fellow JC's guests and friends, please let's appreciate the Director with a round of applause. Moving on now, I'd like to call on the Director of Projects to please step forward to present his plan of action. Now, 3 minutes, please.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, immediate past President, our guests in our midst, senators in our midst, fellow directors, friends and guests. Here is the Directorate of Projects Plan of Action. Here are my team members, and here are our objectives, which are in alignment with our mandate for this year, which states reinforce, empower, align, and progress. Then the last one, support. Our impact projects and programs for 2025 is as stated. The first one is Elite Club. This is a project focused on young leaders, bringing and training the next generations of leaders on how leadership should be properly done. The next one is prenatal and antenatal project, which is focused on mothers, parents, on how to ensure that their children learn the culture of freedom. Then the next one is Elite Hangouts which is focused on our social aspect. In JCI, we don't only do the corporate stuff, we also do the social stuff. Elite Money Week is focused on ensuring that our members are financially sustained, are financially free, and they have the financial culture. Then Elite X Drive, you understand with me, you understand that, and you agree with me that health is wealth. So we are not only going to be focusing on members' health, we are also going to be doing this at a communal, on a communal basis. Signature courses are JCI courses that is meant for JCI members, but this time around we are doing something different. Down Syndrome Day is a popular day, like the national president said in one gathering yesterday, that we are able, but what about the disabled? We focus on the disabled and we try to help them in that regard. Elite Literacy Series is a 4-pole project that is going to be dealing with tech, with taxation and all of that. Thank you very much, Mr. President. On behalf of the 2025 Director of Project, I am Mr. Michael, 2025 Director of Project, hereby move for the further resolution, discussion, and subsequent adoption of the plan of action.
Thank you very much, Director of Project, the chair seeks is a further peace advocacy. The plan of action is open for comments and questions within the next 2 minutes. Seeing no comments and questions, the plan of action is hereby adopted as presented. Thank you very much, Director. Please let's appreciate him with the round of this item. Thank you very much for that. While the plan of action was being presented, we had in our midst a very distinguished personality. We have the Executive Assistant to the EVP of Southwest, JC Bosayo Akikwedo. You are welcome, please. We also have in our midst this afternoon the President of JCIN, the Polytechnic Ibadan for 2025, JC Lawal Dolabo. Thank you very much for that. The Sport of the Month is asking that she wants to take and leave so she can attend other functions in town. And the chair would like to appoint an escort to follow her as she takes her leave. I'd like to appoint my immediate past president to one of the presentation to escort the month. Also, I'd like to also ask that our alumni also join that. I also like to call on the Director of Alumni and Diaspora Relations to also join that, and this is Ambassador Michael Sondi. Did you see that? Okay, so please also join that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the statement personality of the value that we still with us this afternoon. Moving on now, I'd like to call on the India General Legal Counsel to please step forward to present the plan.
Mr. President, distinguished national officers in our midst, fellow board members, fellow JCs, guests, and friends. Hi, Taiwo Adeniyi Ayodele hereby presents the plan of action for the Office of the General Legal Counsel. Okay, so these are my team members, but not limited to this. And our objective for the year is to increase members' awareness and understanding of the Constitution and promote adherence to the Constitution's principles and guidelines. We also would provide expert guidance on parliamentary procedures and ensure meetings are conducted following the Constitution and bylaws. Ensure that meetings maintain a structured and organized meeting environment. Ensure that JSI Ibadan Elite Constitution aligns with JSI Nigeria Constitution and give recommendations for amendments where needed. So these are the tasks, the objectives, and these are like the plans, the action steps that we intend to take to achieve them. Speaking on this, to increase our members' awareness and understanding of the Constitution, we intend to ensure that we distribute the Constitution through channels. I know I just dropped the Constitution on the WhatsApp platform now, so please let's familiarize with it. We would also ensure that our new members get very onboarded on the Constitution before they join JSI Ibadan Elite. And we also would ensure that through the understanding of the Constitution, we have review sections. We members would intend to have quizzes and games. Also, we want to have a feedback system whereby we also want to get to learn from our members what we're doing right about the Constitution and what we're not doing right. Then we would establish a Constitution review section with our new members upon onboarding and also get them to sign an acknowledgement form to make sure that they have attested and they would abide with the Constitution. For our next tasks, for these, in terms of our parliamentary procedures and ensuring that meetings are conducted, we would have a meeting preparation and encourage members to familiarize themselves with the Constitution before meetings, prepare them on parliamentary procedures before meetings as well. Then during the meetings, we intend to advise the chair, maintain orders, interpret rules and regulations during for procedural guidance and ensure that we maintain a record-keeping system because that's something we love doing. To ensure to know those that are participating fully and understanding of the Constitution. To ensure that our Constitution aligns with JSI Constitution and give recommendations for amendments when needed. I know this has just been done. We just had a review committee last year that reviewed the Constitution and it's the revised Constitution that was shared on the platform. So we would continue to ensure that we align with JSI Nigeria Constitution. And lastly, we intend to also ensure that our meetings maintain a structured and organized meeting environment. We intend to collaborate with the Secretary General and the meeting manager to ensure that our meetings take a very well organized an organized platform to ensure that our meetings are conducted well, and also we intend to follow up with our members after the meetings on action items on follow-up. Then this is the proposed budget for the Office of General Legal Counsel. We intend to give prices to doing the reviews and games. Okay. I, Taiwo Adeniyi Ayodele, 2025 General Legal Counsel, hereby move for the review and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
A seconder to that motion, please. A seconder to that motion, please. JC Folashade Obido. The plan of action of the General Legal Counsel is open for questions and comments. This shall be taken within the next 2 minutes. Saying no or for comments or observation, the plan of action of the General Legal Counsel is hereby adopted as presented. I'd like to call on the 2025 Treasurer to please step forward to present our plan of action. Please, we have 4 minutes.
Mr. President, Mr. President,
2025 JCI Ibadan Elite Board members, JCI Ibadan Elite members, local organization presidents present here, fellow JC guests and friends, I am Modupe Akomo, 2025 Treasurer. The plan of action for the Office of the Treasurer highlighted 4 cardinal points which will be explained along with the action plan. The first one is financial management. The Office of the Treasurer will ensure preparation of budgets, and this will be done on a monthly basis. Preparation of the local organization's budget, presentation of the local organization's budgets, and also ensuring that comprehensive report is available to members of the local organization. Moving on, dues compliance management. The Office of the Treasurer would create a friendly payment schedule plan for ease of payment of annual due, cash flow monitoring, in line with Director of Projects, Business and other directorates. The Office of the Treasurer will ensure that there is surplus for every project carried out, and will also ensure that JCI Ibadan Elite doesn't run into any financial deficits. Then financial reporting will now be done monthly by the Treasurer, and it will be presented during business meeting. Then, please, annual due payment plans. Please, members of JCI Ibadan Elite, let's take a look together at this annual due schedule. We have the first plan, which is payments of 50,000 naira once. The second plan is 2 instrumental payments. The third one is 3 instrumental payments, while the fourth one is 4 instrumental payments, and all payments for annual dues must be done by 30th of June 2025. Dear JCI Ibadan Elite, please let us take a closer look at this payment plan, and we can pick anyone that is convenient for us. And if we also want to have a convenient plan that is not here, please, you can reach out to me. Moving on, the statement of financial position of JCI Ibadan Elite. The local organization opening balance as at 1st of January 2025 was 2,318,796 naira 58 kobo, and so far from the beginning of the year, our total expenditure was 750 naira, which was bank charges, and income for the year was income for the year is 75,756,024 naira. So balance of JCI Ibadan Elite as at 19th of January 2025, 12 p.m. is 3,124,124,070 naira and 58 kobo. I, Modupe Akomo, 2025 Treasurer, hereby move for the deliberation and subsequent adoption of this plan of action. Thank you.
Fellow JC's guests and friends, you will agree with me that Treasurer is a very significant portfolio holder because she's keeping account of our money. So that was why I couldn't stop her at 4 minutes. So it's about figures, and I think we should allow her to announce that and share with us how much we have in our bank accounts, in our account. So I think for the Treasurer, the floor is open for questions before I seek for a seconder to the motion to adopt the plan of action as presented. So please, should you have any question, we have 5 minutes to do this. The Treasurer mentioned that there is a payment plan for annual dues payment. I'm sure that every member of JCI Ibadan Elite is aware that we adopted our annual due last year at the AGM, and the amount now is 50,000 naira. We've had a number of members paid their dues already, and this is another opportunity for the chair to mention to you that the account number of the LO is even available on our GA group anytime you click on the name of the group identifier, please pay up your due as soon as possible so that you will remain financial and a proud member of JCI Ibadan Elite. Seeing that no question, okay, my IPP, please have the floor.
Mr. President, fellow board members, guests and friends, well done, Treasurer. But I can't help but to say that it says all payment for JCI Ibadan Elite annual dues must be made by 30th. So I believe what you want to write there is full payment. So even if you subscribe to the fall installment, you have to divide it in such a way that by the 30th of June 2025, all payment is fully made. Okay, I just want us to spell it out correctly so that members can understand this. And then I also heard you earlier say that if they want, if members want any other installment or any other plan other than this, they should reach out. I'm beginning to wonder if we're about to start taking for 5,000 naira because anything other than 12,500 in 4 places becomes peanuts. So I encourage every member to please plug into this installment. It looks quite nice already, and then please spell it out correctly. That's full payment by June 30th.
Thank you very much, our dear IPP, for that comment. I can remember also that the Director of Local and International Affairs was communicating about a payment plan towards conferences. And that also has something to do with the treasurer. I think that will be communicated because we need annual dues payments from members in some percentages to be qualified to attend conferences this year. We ought to have made payment to some percentage that will be identified by the Directorate of Local and International Affairs. I also heard the General Legal Council mention that she will not allow any member to have the floor once your annual dues payment is overdue for payment. So the speaking rights might be withdrawn. We are saying this so that members will understand the essence of timely payment of annual dues of JCI Ibadan Elite. Remember that last year we have to evict, we have to terminate membership of some of our old members now because of failure to pay their annual dues as and when due. So seeing that no other comments is okay, seeing no hands up for further comments, the plan of action of the treasurer is hereby adopted as presented. Thank you. Moving on now, I'd like to call on our Vice President's External Affairs to come forward to present his plan of action. Thank you. You have 4 minutes.
Mr. President, immediately past President, Board of Directors, JCI Ibadan Elite, Senators here present, fellow JCI Ibadan Elite members, fellow JCI members, guests and observers in our midst. My name is Glory Ojewumi, 2025 Vice President, External Affairs. Here are my team members: the Director of Growth and Retention, Director of Skills, the Directorate of Growth and Retention, the Directorate of Skills Development, and the Directorate of Projects. The objective is to support the President in guiding and motivating the directors, project chairpersons, and team members to ensure the smooth implementation of 2025 local organization theme and respective action plans, and also to oversee the directorate I mentioned the other time, and also to provide proactive and dynamic support to assigned directorate. I would like to overflow. I wouldn't want to overflow what the directors have mentioned before. For growth and retention, one of the things we are focused on this year is we want to do everything to ensure that we grow strategically. We're not going to just induct people, we're going to induct strategic people. We are focused on some professions. As at today, we don't have a soldier in our midst. As at today, we don't have some corporate, I don't want to say hoodlums. Yeah, but some people that are grassroots, real grassroots people. You understand? I don't want to say LW, but you understand what I'm saying? Strategic growth is what we are dealing with in growth and skills development. We say in JCI that recognition is a continuous process, but also learning is a continuous process in JCI. We want to ensure that everyone is learning in one way or the other. We'll be introducing, through the Directorate of Skills Development, the habit of reading. We'll be starting that. If you don't know how to read before, don't worry. Don't worry. The Directorate is doing a whole lot of things to ensure that by the end of this year, you know how to read well. And don't forget, as a leader, you must be a leader.
Yes, sir.
Come on. All right. For Directorate of Projects, one thing we'll be working with is collaboration. If you are a project chairman, ensure that you are not alone. Don't feel that, oh, they gave me this project, I won't be able to do it. So don't worry. For everything you need, human resource, material resource, idea, intellectual ideas, don't worry, you have it. Because for every project, not just one directorate is involved. We have like 2-3 directorates on one project. So don't worry, collaboration is key for all our projects. In conclusion, I, JCI Nigeria Ambassador Glory Ojewumi, 2025 Vice President External Affairs, hereby present this plan of action for deliberation and subsequent adoption. Thank you.
Well done, Vice President External, for being very apt with time. The Chair seeks a seconder to the motion to adopt this. JCI and Ambassador Simon the plan of action is open for comments and questions, please. Within the next 1 minute, please. All right, seeing that no one has questions or comments related to the plan of action presented by the Vice President External Affairs, the presented plan of action is therefore adopted as presented. Thank you. Moving on now, I'd like to call on our Vice President Internal Affairs to please step forward to present your plan of action for the year 2025. Please, let's welcome him with a round of this clap. Please, fellow GCs, guests and friends, with a well-coordinated GCI clap, let's welcome to this podium Vice President Internal Affairs.
Mr. President, immediate past President, board members of GCI Ibadan, senators in our midst, GCI members, guests and friends. My name is Akiko Levara, 2025 Vice President Internal Affairs, and I'm here to present the plan of action. Okay, so these are the objectives for the year to support the actualization of the set goals of the local organization for the year 2025, to provide swift, proactive, and dynamic support to directorates under the supervision of the Office of Vice President Internal Affairs, to create synergy with the Office of the Vice President External Affairs to ensure a seamless 2025 repeal, to provide support for the successful execution of all projects and activities of the local organization, to foster bonding and togetherness among all members, to create synergy with national directorates and the area offices relevant to directorates to ensure free and timely flow of information. So these are the team members. Okay, so for Directorate of Local and International Affairs, the summary, okay, so part of the objective, as we have earlier heard from the director, is earlier publicity of GCI events and programs to help members prepare ahead for such events. And of course, to ease financial burden for event attendance. Of course, action steps is to provide members with flexible payment structure by implementing an instrumental payment plan. Okay, so I'll go directly to Directorate of Partnerships. We look forward to securing strategic partnership within the year, and as you have heard earlier, there's a plan already on ground to have costly visit to minimum of 35 organizations, both government institutions and private institutions. And the essence of this is to introduce the local organization to them and then to explain all relevant events towards getting partnership collaboration from them. For the Directorate of Alumni and Diaspora Relations, we seek to aid the safe record keeping of members of the local organization's alumni. How? We want to work closely with the Secretary General to create a cloud-oriented database so that it will foster a better work relationship with our alumni. I mean, we had our January Spotlight personality who is an alumni of the local organization. For the Director of Publicity, which is also a directorate under the Vice President Internal Affairs, we intend to expand our posts in terms of social media appearance. Thank you. Okay, so with a huge sense of commitment, I, Akiko Ledoyo, Vice President Internal Affairs, present my plan of action for the year 2025 for review and subsequent adoption. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vice President Internal Affairs, for the plan of action presented. Fellow members of JCI Ibadan Elite, the chair seeks for a seconder to the motion list. The family head, JC Peace, Adedoku. Thank you very much. So the plan of action is open for questions and comments. Please, with the show of hands raised, please signify to speak about the presented plan of action. All right, thank you very much, Vice President Internal Affairs. Seeing no comments, observation, or correction to the plan of action as you presented it, it is therefore adopted as presented. Please, let's give him a well-coordinated round of JCI clap. Moving on to the next is the Executive Vice President 2025, JCIN Ambassador Ibukunoluwa Oteshile. Please, you have 5 minutes to present your plan of action. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, Immediate Past President, 2025 Board of JCI Ibadan Elite, members of JCI Ibadan Elite, guests, friends, observers. Here is my plan of action for the year 2025. The objectives are 4. First is to support the local organization president in achieving its goals, the WIP agenda for the local organization in this year 2025, to promote oneness and collaboration amongst all members, to ensure efficient directorates of business, welfare, awards and documentation, to learn the art of presidency by understanding the activities of the president. My team members are JCI Senator Abiodun, we have the list of them, and then the 3 directorates under my supervision. That's the Directorate of Business, Directorate of Awards and Documentation, and the Directorate of Welfare. Welfare is already working. I see that you already have water and So action plan with timeline. Ask for the president at meetings and programs in his absence and as assigned. That should run between January and December. To supervise and assist the directors of welfare, business and awards and documentation to achieve their POA as approved and adopted. That would also run between January and December. To facilitate continuous development of the local organization and recommend to the board. That will also run between January and December. To coordinate, supervise, and chair every other responsibilities assigned by the president. That also, January to December. Now, so how do I intend to achieve all of this? First, acting for the president. Steps to achieve that is maintain effective and continuous flow of communication with Mr. President, to always stay in sync with Mr. President. Under supervision of the directorates, facilitate in-directorate training to help directors deliver out their POA, carry out bi-monthly review directorate-wide to identify trouble points and provide guidance, ensure accessibility at all times. And then how do I want to facilitate continuous development of the local organization and recommend to the board? Regularly share with Mr. President identified areas of opportunities to drive alongside the Vice President the REAP agenda, provide all-round support for Mr. President in person, using network and material resources. And then finally, how do I want to coordinate, supervise? Regularly acquaint myself with all projects and programs of the local organization. That would help me to function in whatever capacity Mr. President wants me to function. Dear members of JCI Ibadan Elite, I, Bukolo Oteshli, hereby present my plan of action for the office of the Executive Vice President for the year 2025 for review and subsequent adoption.
Thank you very much, Executive Vice President, for that beautiful presentation. The chair seeks for a seconder to the motion to adopt the plan of action as presented. DC Deborah Kolawole. Thank you very much. So the plan of action is open for comments and questions within the next 2 minutes. Seeing no hands up for comments and observations in lieu of the presented plan of action, the plan of action is hereby adopted as presented. And thank you very much for staying behind fellow JCs, friends and friends. We are almost done with the plan of action presentations. Now we are moving on to the plan of action for the local organization as will be presented by the president himself. Director Ashaolu, please can you? All right, thank you. So the plan of action for the local organization is being presented by the president. For the year 2025, that is our expected outcome. We hope to have recruited 10 quality members drawn from diverse professions. We hope to have 50 members skilled up by the way of ensuring that they are well equipped, by the way of exposing them to opportunities to learn, to grow academically and professionally. One of the initiatives to drive that is one that has been presented by the Director of Skills and Development, which is the reading culture factor that we want to bring in to our members. Beyond that, we also ensure that we push our members to grow in their respective professions by introducing to them various programs, various courses, various professional institutions and bodies that they can belong to advance and grow in their businesses and career. we hope to seal and secure minimum 10 partnerships. That is to be handled by the Directorate of Partnerships. We hope to have our local organization 100% efficient in the year by ensuring that we fulfill all the requirements that will make us to achieve that. We hope to implement and execute 10 rice programs. And lastly, we hope to be 100% financial to JCI Nigeria and JCI, meaning that we want to ensure that our dues are paid. Currently, we have paid our Naira dues, and the other will be paid as soon as possible. The next slide shows the demography of our membership. Vis-a-vis the age group, the work status of our members. The next slide shows membership demography vis-a-vis gender and marital status. Our MO is a fertile ground for young persons who are seeking to be married. We have beautiful ladies more than handsome men, as seen in the bar chart shown there. Vice President, so the next slide also detailed our membership demography, so that you can see the number and then the percentage of our members that fit into the demography. So the next item, that's the brand awareness and visibility. The local organization seeks to ensure that we have all our programs, projects, and activities well publicized. We want to ensure that we are visible, we are more visible, because this is one of the cardinal points, one of the goals of JCI in the year 2025, to ensure that JCI, just like the MPP said when he was addressing us, is no longer the best kept secret. We want to be known, we want to be well visible. Next slide shows our membership growth and retention strategies. And the LO, like I mentioned at the second slide, showing our key outcomes. We want to ensure that we have in our midst quality members drawn from different professions. We also want to ensure that we take them through a very good immersion program, so that they will be well acquainted with the requisite knowledge about JCI even before they will be inducted as members. Taking this quickly so that we can have this done as soon as possible. The next item, which is financial sustainability. We want to ensure that we have all our projects and programs done with surplus realized from them. We want to sustain that practice whereby we have excess declared from every executed project, program, or activity in our local organization. That is one of the items under financial sustainability. And then for district projects and programs, one of it is ACOPS. We are part of the ACOPS program, which started 17th January and lasted till just today. We were part of it. We supported the ACOPS very well. Also, Skill Up program. Skill Up project is one project that we have had from JCI Nigeria that will be executed. The plan has not yet been shared with us, but it's just like we have it also under our Directorate of Skills and Development to ensure that members are skilled up. As development of posts on that, it will be disseminated to our members. So moving on now, that's the LO projects and programs. So here we have our first program under that is the Elite Money Week. That's the project that is tilted towards financial literacy and awareness. We hope that with this project we would be more visible and our members will be more aware with the practices required with money handling and financial management. The next project that we are looking at, that's the Elite Literacy Series. That is a project under the Directorate of Skills and Development. With this, we want to bring in experts and professionals in fields that are very germane to our members' business growth and advancement. One of such is that we want to bring a very renowned and distinguished auditor and chartered accountant that will take our members through the process and the practices of taxation, its filing, and other matters that concerns it. Other assignment under that will be communicated by the Directorate of Skills and Development. Also, under that we have a program, Elite Health Insurance and Personal Accident Insurance. So this year, one of our initiatives for membership retention is a program tagged Elite Health Insurance and Personal Accident Insurance. So that project is one that we want to cover all our fully financial members against the the unexpected. No one expects that we'll be a victim of accidents, but should in case that happens, which we pray God forbid, we are putting forward a proactive measure by the way of initiating that personal accident insurance. So members will be covered to a limited amount for the medical expenses that could be required if that happens, and also in the event of maybe permanent disability or, God forbid, death. The insurance will cover, would give some amount to really palliate on that. So we also have the project Hang Out with the Elite. That's one of our programs that is about socials. Beyond just being corporate, we also do social. So we have a project called Hang Out with the Elite, which is targeted at growing our membership base and also retaining our existing members. So that project also will be executed this year. It is targeted at ensuring that we bond amongst ourselves, we know ourselves, and that we really socialize. So next, I want to talk about the Elite Club. That's a project that is about just, it's in tandem with the JCI goal about JCI Junior Club. We have had this before now. We have an existing club existing at Valencia schools. It's a club for secondary school students, whereby we instill in them the leadership abilities that's expected of them, so that even before they go to the ages of becoming a collegiate member in JCI, or eventually becoming a city LO members, they also have been instilled with the requisite knowledge about leadership right from the ages and the time to which they are in secondary schools. We hope to execute this project in 2 schools in Ibadan. We are sustaining it at financial schools, and we're also initiating same at a government-owned secondary school in Ibadan. I'm also speaking about the next project is Health Drive. That's our community impact project. We've had this project in 2023, and we also want to have it this year. We'll take medical outreach to the rural areas in Ibadan, particularly one that is within our area. as a local organization. So we would attend to some vitals, some medical advices will be rendered, but particularly we will sensitize the community about the need to ensure that they go for medical checkups, they take care of their health and remain healthy and live a healthy lifestyle. We'll also be donating some medical items to those that will be in need on the spot at the on that day. So sorry, I'm trying to please move to the next slide. So about our membership, we want to, like I mentioned earlier, we want to source our members by headhunting. We want to go to places where we need members. And while the director of partnership was giving his plan of action, he shared with us the list of personalities, the list of companies and government institutions that we are visiting. Some of them are for the purpose of gaining members from those sectors. You mentioned particularly, I think I had the Vice President external mention the Army. We are looking at having a member join us from the armed forces. We are hoping that we'll have a member join us from the medical practice. We're hoping that we'll have a member join us from the law practice. We're hoping to have a member from the tech and several other sector of the economy. So let's move on to brand and communications. So for brand and communications, we want to continue our efforts on ensuring that our members receive emails detailing what we have in this event as program activities and projects, so that they will all be aware. Also, we want to ensure that we update our websites every time with recent information, so that we will be portraying the websites with information that is relevant to the present time. We want to ensure that we have our activities communicated on social and print media. We hope to achieve these through partnerships, which we are already working on, to ensure that we have partners that will support us in driving this on TV, on radio, on print media, and online media. This the next slide, that's about international conferences and activities. So this year we want to further expose our members to opportunities that are enshrined in conferences. We want to ensure that we take our members to all the conferences, both local and international. We want to ensure that we have our members represented. We have represented at every of our JCI conferences, both in Nigeria and beyond. This we hope that will enhance our members' exposure and will give them opportunity to network with fellow JCs of other local organizations in Nigeria and also beyond. Also, twining. We want to twine with a fellow local organization in Nigeria. Currently, we have one extant twining agreement with LO in Mauritius, and the agreement we signed is still subsisting. So we will be sustaining that by ensuring that we have a collaborative project programs. We also look at other ways through which we can really utilize the twining that we have established with that organization. So on financials, the first item is dues collection and sponsorship drive. This year we are just implementing the adopted amounts for annual due, which is 50,000 naira per annum, and we are putting so much effort to ensure that we drive payment of this by members of this Elite as soon as possible. Currently, we have some members already paid theirs, and their ID card or being a member of Elite will be handed over to them today for having made their payments. We also drive sponsorship so that we can have monies for projects and programs sufficient in our account. This we plan to do by ensuring that we engage partners to sponsor our projects, to sponsor our programs, and donate to what we do that meets their CSR goals and objectives. Also, we want to ensure that we monitor our budgets very well. We want to ensure that for every budget we have for any of our projects and programs, we stick to the amount approved and adopted so that the control would be there on expenditures from the LO's account. So the next item, please move on to the slide for protocol and public relations. I think we shouldn't dwell much on this because we have a number of these mentioned already in the plan of action that is being presented currently. But the short thing is that we want to ensure that we have the recognition of government for our local organization, and that is a way of ensuring that we have influence in Oyo State where we are having our impacts. So we want to ensure that our impact is felt and we remain known and visible to government this year. That is by ensuring that we pay courtesy visits to government institutions so that we can have them partner with us on all our programs and projects, knowing fully well that there is nothing that one can do without government validation or involvement. It may remain invisible or less visible or even less effectful or effective. So we want to ensure that happens. So the next slide, please move on to awards and documentation. So this year we want to continue that drive to ensure that we document very well. We want to ensure that we continually ensure proper documentation of all our processes and procedures. We want to ensure that even our letters that goes out and comes in are well documented for references. We want to ensure that we win awards. So we want to ensure that for all awards that will be opened this year, we fight for all, and we hope that we will win all. This has been the thing started with the method of award and documentation for the 2025. So next slide, please. So the plan of action for the local organization is hereby presented for possible questions, deliberations, and subsequent adoption. Thank you very much. Does anyone have a question about the plan of action for the local organization as presented? Okay, seeing no comments or question in relation to the presented plan of action for the local organization, it is hereby adopted as presented. Thank you very much, distinguished JCs, guests, and friends. The next item in our agenda is any other business. Do we have any other business? Fellow JCs, do we have any other business to discuss? Fellow JC Abadani members, do we have any other business? Director of Skills, are you listening out? Okay, you are recognized, please.
I just want to use this medium to talk about the monthly ebook that we are introducing, the director of Skills. So tomorrow is going to be shared on GA. We are introducing a monthly ebook reading. So we are going to be having the ebook in PDF and we're also going to have it in audio. So if you cannot, if you feel like you don't want to read PDF, you can also just listen to it. So we are still going to have like a monthly ebook review at the end of the month. So please indulge and want members to be part of this because it's going to help us in our better development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Director Funmilola Adeola. I'd like to also call on the Director of Business, even though he has not raised his hand, but he mentioned that he has things to discuss with us this afternoon. Director of Business, please, you have the floor in 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, Committee Vice President, GSI Senators and analysts, fellow board members, fellow JC friends and guests. So, as presented in our period, we will be having our monthly business clinic. So, we are starting tomorrow with grants, winning grants, writing tactics. Please, do you have the flyer? Hello, do you have the flyer? So, we'll be starting tomorrow with our business with winning grant tactics. So, we want entrepreneurs and ministers to benefit from some grants. Some of these grants will be closing this week, so that's why we're having that training tomorrow. If not, we'll have done it in the past, so we have to wait for the period to be presented. So we enjoy any member here that's an entrepreneur or business owner to join tomorrow evening by 7 p.m. on Google Meet. So the details will be shared on the WhatsApp group. Please don't miss it. Thank you.
Thank you, Director of Business. I want to also echo what the Director mentioned. There is an opportunity, for grants, and for that reason, the Director wants to, they have a program to let members know how to really win grants. They want to take us through the procedures, the things that need to be known, the things that need to be noted about grant application or grant winning. There is already a program of training around that. So please, when the communication gets to the WhatsApp group, please let's ensure that we make ourselves available to also join that training and also eventually win grants. So moving on now, we are moving straight to the item 6.0 in our agenda. Do you have any other business to address? I didn't see your hand. Okay, Director of Growth and Retention, you are recognized. Director, please, can you step forward so that they can hear you very correctly?
Thank you, Mr. President. So as I was saying, a lot of initiative for the year is hinged on members having this membership ID card. Here you can see that there is membership ID, which is unique for every member of JCI Ibadan elite. One of the initiatives from the Directorate of Growth and Membership is the Access to Fuel project. So if you are not a current member of JCI Ibadan Elite, you would not be entitled to that initiative. So we're just using this opportunity to implore you to please take seriously your payments of 2025 financial dues. Thank you, Mr. President.
The director did not also mention that for personal accident insurance, you need to also have your ID card. Also for other programs that we have for our members' benefits, even the discount that you would get from buying from some stores in Ibadan, you need your JCI Ibadan Elite membership ID card. You are not a member until you have that ID card, and you need to pay your annual dues to ensure that happens. So this afternoon, we are giving membership ID card to those members who have already paid their annual dues for the year 2025. I would like to once again use the floor to the Director of Growth and Retention to call out the names of the persons concerned and hand over to them. I think I will invite to this podium our just Senator, President 2019, to please present these ID cards to the members who have paid their annual dues. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Fellow JCs, it's my privilege on behalf of the President and the Board for 2025 to recognize the first set of members who have paid their membership dues and are fully compliant for 2025. I'd like to call first to the side of the hall to present this ID card to her, the Executive Vice President, JCI Nigeria President Okonwa. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, JCI Nigeria Ambassador. So a case will be given to you when you make payment for that one as well. The next person I recognize, I'm fully compliant, fully financial. The Treasurer, the General Legal Counsel for 2025, Taiwo Adeniyi, JCI Nigeria Ambassador. Thank you. Thank you. The next person I'd like to recognize is the Vice President Internal, Odwayo Akinkwolide. Thank you. Next up, I'd like to recognize Family Head, JC Peace, Adekbo. Thank you for being fully financial. Thank you. Next up, I'd like to recognize and call to receive our ID card, the Director of International Affairs, Director of Angola Affairs. Thank you for being fully financial. Thank you. Next up, I'd like to recognize and celebrate the person who pioneered this initiative, the Director of Growth and Retention for the local organization for 2025. And I'd like to indeed commend the initiative. Apart from being a very functional material. The ID card is also beautiful to look at. And I think all members of this local organization should be proud to have one and to wield it anywhere the need arises. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for the honor. Thank you, Director, for the initiative.
Thank you very much, distinguished senator, for that very beautiful presentation. The chair is aware that some members from this right-hand side of mine are thinking probably the president is not financial. I paid my own annual due as well, and my ID card has been produced, just that they didn't arrange my name in the right manner. So I am financial. They are not assured about that. We also have other members that are already financial and that because produced, but they are not around today. However, please sit down as you raise your hand. The chair reserves the right to determine whether you speak or you will not speak. Are you financial? All right, Director of Projects, you are recognized. You have the floor, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I want to appeal to the chair that while I was presenting our amiable respected chairman, some came in late, and I want to appeal to the chair to present them, seek the approval of the General Assembly to ratify them as their project.
Thank you for that appeal, Director. While you presented the appointed chairman for ratification, it was noted then, I can even feel from the General Assembly's end that those that came in late will not be considered for today's ratification. Please present them at our next outing of this kind so that we can appoint them and get them ratified. Thank you very much. Next time we want them to attend and get to GA venues early enough as chairman. We need to lead by example. Thank you very much for that. Any other business? All right, we move straight to the next item in our agenda, and I would like to call on the someone from the editorial board who will be taking on the elite news, which is our item 6.0 in the agenda. Please step forward for elite news. Thank you.
Mr. President, immediate past president, national officers, 2025 board members, fellow JCs, guests, and friends. Welcome to Elite TV, where we intimate you with the latest news, updates, and inspiring stories from JCI Ibadan Elite Tableon. My name is Atoyebi Comforts Ewatumlola, your anchor for this inaugural edition. Get ready to be informed, inspired, and engaged as we celebrate leadership, innovation, and impactful service. First, the headlines. JCI Ibadan Elite celebrates its 8th convention and investiture with maximum steeze. Newly elected officers of JCI Ibadan Elite attend Officers Training School. JCI Ibadan Elite members collaborate with other local organizations in Ibadan for the Joint Officers Training School. JCI Ibadan Elite features prominently in events by other local organizations across Ibadan. Now, the details. JCI Ibadan Elite celebrates its 8th convention and investiture with maximum steeze and composure. JCI Ibadan Elite, one of the foremost local organization under JCI Nigeria, hosted our 8th convention and investiture in grand style. Theme, Leadership Redefined, on the 17th of November 2024. The event, held at Carlton Gate exclusive Agodi Ibadan, marked a significant milestone in the chapter's history, with members and distinguished guests in attendance. The event featured an impressive lineup of dignitaries, including Mr. Sam Igube, Deputy Chief of Staff, Lagos State Government, JCI Senator Dupe Ogunbiyi, JCI Nigeria Senate Chair and Head of Corporate Services at Union Bank, and Mrs. Aishat Agbaje Okwade, Executive Secretary of the Lateef Jakonde Leadership Academy, amongst others. While taking on the baton for the new year, the newly inaugurated president, JCIN Ambassador Ilerioluwa Johnson Babatunde, expressed his commitment to building on the chapter's legacy of excellence through his unique agenda. His first assignment included calling the event to order and swearing in the ESCO and board members, as well as the chairman for some projects for 2025. A unique feature of the ceremony was the birthday celebration of the charter president in person of JCI Senator Tolu Adeniyi. Attendants sang beautiful birthday songs for her before proceeding to cutting the cake. Newly elected officers of JCI Ibadan Elite attend Officers Training School. On the 28th of December 2024, the newly elected officers of JCI Ibadan Elite attended the Officers Training School, a pivotal event aimed at equipping leaders with the tools and strategies to excel in their roles. The training, which held at the prestigious Ibadan Entrepreneur Hub, brought together experts, board members, and project chairpersons for an enriching day of learning and leadership development. The training featured inspiring sessions from the past president of JCI Ibadan Elite 2019 and 2020 respectively, who shared their wealth of experience and actionable insight. JCI Senator Oluwakemi Irioye, the 2020 president, JCI Ibadan Elite, delivered an impactful session on strategies for achieving said goals, providing practical tips and framework to drive personal and organization success. JCI Senator Somi Abiodun, the 2019 president, JCI Ibadan Elite, captivated the audience with a session on leading for positive impact, emphasizing the importance of a purpose-driven leadership and service to the community. The event saw full attendance by the newly elected ESCOs, board members, and project chairmen, all of whom actively participated in the discussions and exercises. JCI Ibadan Elite members collaborate with other local organizations in Ibadan for the Joint Officers Training School. On the 4th of January 2025, members of JCI Ibadan Elite joined forces with other local organizations in Ibadan for the Joint Officers Training School, organized by JCI Ibadan. Theme, Elevating Team Excellence. The training aimed to equip officers with the skills needed to foster teamwork and drive organizational excellence. The training featured 2 impactful sessions by renowned professionals and JCI senators. JCI Senator Sunday Folayan, Managing Director of GDES Canex, delivered a dynamic session on the law of teamwork, highlighting the principles that underpin effective collaboration and the importance of synergy in achieving goals. JCI Senator Olawale Bakari, Commercial Excellence Partner at Lafarge PLC, facilitated an engaging session on teamwork at the speed of engagement, emphasizing the need for active participation, adaptability, and innovation within team. JCI Ibadan Elite featured prominently in events by other local organizations across Ibadan. Since the year started, JCI Ibadan Elite has extended a hand of solidarity and friendship to sister organizations in the Brown Roof City. Delegates from the ELO, led by President Ilerioluwa Johnson Babatunde, made their way to JCI Ibadan Business Meeting, JCI Oliole Business Meeting, and Shino Adegunle Business Summit by JCI Ibadan, which was held on the 5th and 12th of January, respectively. From beyond elite, JCI Nigeria hosts the Southwest Area Council of Presidents, ACOPS, in Ibadan. The 3 days gathering, which brought together visionary leaders from the length and breadth of the southwestern area of Nigeria, also had the 2025 National President, JCIN Ambassador Oluwatoyin Atonda, in attendance. JCI Ibadan early president, together with some board members, were in attendance at ACOPS. Interestingly, JCI Ibadan Elite hosted dinner on the first day of the event. In line with the Elevate vision, 2 prominent young persons in Oyo State have been honored as Human Duty Ambassadors by the National President. The honorees are Honorable Wasilat Adefemi Adegoke, Oyo State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, and Honorable Sheung Fakorede, Executive Advisor to the Oyo State Governor on Youth and Sports. While receiving the recognition, the honorees pledged to contribute meaningfully to the human duties in Oyo State. In alignment with the elevation, briefly on opportunities for elites. As obtained by our correspondents, the Director of Business Opportunities is organizing a business clinic for entrepreneurs and business owners in the local organization. By 8 p.m., Monday, 28 January 2025, you'll be empowered to fuel your business growth with winning grant tactics. The Director of Business, JC Adedare Oshosoya, has pledged this commitment to helping business persons in the ELO grow their businesses with diverse opportunities. That's the news from Ellie TV. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you on the next edition. I still remain Atoyebi Comfort or Antoniola. Stay early.
Thank you very much, the editorial board. Please, fellow JC's guests and friends, if we think the initiative is one that is very unique, please, with a round of JCI clap resounding, please appreciate the editorial board. All right, moving on quickly now is the item 7 in our agenda, and that is announcements, JCI affairs, celebration of our January birthday celebrants and other anniversary celebrants. On announcement, the local government received an invitation to a wedding. The wedding is happening on the 6th of February 2025. The time is 10 a.m. I will take it as it reads from here. The families of Mr. Matthew and Mrs. Bumi Adekunle of Ara, Osun State, and Pastor and Mrs. Olusegun Paul Adebisi of Iresi, Osun State, invite you, JCI Ibadan Elite distinguished members, to the wedding ceremony of their children, Rebecca Damilola and Michael Oladeji, happening on the 6th of February 2025. Time is 10 a.m. Venue is Nicholas Event Center at number 6 Ikola Road, opposite Ige Estate, Agbenagbe, Ikola, Ipaja, Lagos. Fellow guests and friends, this is our Director of Project getting married. Like I said, the date is February 6, 2025, and it's happening in Lagos. Congratulations to you, Director Michael Adebisi Lekota. I'd like to call on the Director of Local and International Affairs. Should you have any JCIN affairs to communicate to fellow members, you can be given 1 minute or 2 to do so. Do you have any? All right. All right. 2 minutes.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. President, the senators in our midst, board of directors, JCI, local presidents, fellow guests, fellow JCs, guests and friends. Okay, so I would just like to reemphasize on what has been said earlier. There is a Google link form that has been posted on the GA group for members to indicate their interest towards the Southern Conference. Please endeavor to fill this. It is actually very essential because we need this information to make arrangements towards the conference. Also, we indulge members to please pay up their dues because if you check the form, it is stated that we should have at least paid 25% of our dues before we go for conference for the year. Southern Conference, which is in April. We need money in the LO. So, the LO need money. The deals are important. Your installment payments, your money for accommodation, transportation, delegation are as well important. So both are very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director, for that. Director of Welfare, could you please approach the high table to call on our birthday celebrants and other anniversary celebrants to please step forward for their cake cutting and celebration. Please clap it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please, if you celebrated your birthday or you will be celebrating your birthday in the course of January or wedding anniversary in the course of January, please step forward to please step forward to this side of the hall. Birthdays, wedding anniversary, no boyfriend and girlfriend anniversary, wedding. Break of vow. Okay.
Thank you very much, Director of Welfare. I am aware that we have some members' birthdays, but they are not here this afternoon to be celebrated. However, we will do the cake cutting after we are done with the business meeting. Moving on now is item 8.0 in our agenda. That is adjournment. The chair seeks a motion to adjourn this business meeting to the third Sunday in the month of February by 2 p.m. same venue. The chair prefers the ladies. The chair prefers the ladies. Director Anoluwapo Olorun.
Good evening, Mr. President, the senators in the midst, the board of directors, guests and friends. I, Anoluwapo Olorun, hereby move the motion for the adjournment of this meeting till 16th of February 2025, same venue, 2 p.m. Thank you.
A seconder to that motion, please. A seconder to the motion for adjournment, please. A seconder to the motion for adjournment. JC Joshua Adebisi. Fellow JC's guests and friends at exactly 5:45 p.m.